Good morning and happy Thursday to all of you awesome people out there. Another Green Day recap today. I'm super blessed, grateful. I don't even know what words to describe today. Things have been slow all this week, but again, just focusing on the best stocks out there. And slow does not have to mean red, as long as you're staying picky and just trading the right stocks. So I'm going to break down step by step how I traded the leading gappers on the market today on WORX and BIYA, trading live with my students this morning. It was a very good day today. We're going to walk through both of those setups. And again, it was kind of a slower day out there, but still, again, had some really good stuff to trade. So let's break it all down. Going to the market open today, we had a few things to look at. And the main one that I was looking at initially was this FTEL, and I'm sure a lot of you were too. Now, this looks pretty awesome going into market open today. This thing was up tremendously, up over 100%. And the headline here looked awesome. We had so many keywords. I think they just tried to grab as many keywords as possible and toss it in the headline. They had the AI keyword, robotics keyword. They had the stablecoin keyword. So it's like you toss in crypto, AI, robots. I mean, everything here you wanted was there in terms of keywords. But this thing started fading into the bell, and as I saw this here underneath the moving averages, and they began to cross, it's like, all right, just let this thing sink the rest of the day. It just looks like crap. So left that alone. But then I saw the beautiful setup on BIYA, which I was also watching back in pre-market. You can see my game plan here into market open right here. Was to watch it over VWAP for the range to 66 and 77. So if we get that 66 and 77 marked up here, it's literally pegs right off that 66-cent high that we were looking for and sort of grabs liquidity and then just heads south the rest of the day. But you come in the market open on this, and this thing looks pretty good. So you have, of course, you come into the bell. We have this most recent high sitting here, and I want to see a break of that recent high. And so I watch for the break of the high, look for the first pullback, risking off the high of that candle, and I catch a pretty nice move here. You can see, took it very tight. Got a quick move up through the highs and was able to take full profits. Now, the big thing here was watching this thing on that breakout. Again, the big thing is I'm looking for that continuation. I try to give it a chance to move higher, but as this rejected off the high in such a serious way, you can see took my full profit and was able to start the day with a nice little icebreaker. Now, then this pulls back and it starts to curl here off these pullbacks, and it actually looks pretty good. So it starts to curl here. This candle initially had a nice wick off the low, putting in place a nice little hammer off that bottom. And so I take a quarter size reentry, risking a small amount of what I made here, just so I keep that profit. And again, came back risking a small amount of that profit here, gave a little bit back. And then, of course, this thing just gave me nothing that I wanted to see. And then it tries to reclaim. It gets back above view up moving averages, and I'm able to take it again here for a pop back up into the highs here. And again, play it quite well. Finally get the break of trend. We can see here we have lower high rejection. Price breaks to the upside out of this tightening wedge. Again, it's over the 90 MA. I try to take it here, but price action is just so crazy. I end up taking a break-even trade here. And then I watch to see if we can get that extension over the high of day, which you can see here. Price pulls back off the 90 MA tight over this past high. Take a risk at the bottom of this candle. I get a nice little move here up into the highs. Now, I was out before this move happened, unfortunately, but it was also such a quick move. If you watch this, it just felt really weird today. This thing broke over the high and instantly grabbed and just flipped back on itself in a matter of seconds. So I'm not really upset that I traded this the way that I did. Again, 1, 2, 3 profitable trades on this. I have a single loss on it for very small size. Overall, sitting here pretty nice on this. This thing was nice today. But again, as this candle broke to a new high, instantly rejected, this was your key and telltale sign to stay away the rest of the morning as that key reversal indication. All right. After that, we did have an even better setup on WRX. Now, this thing was awesome. It wasn't one that I was watching into the bell today. And it just really wasn't doing anything in pre-market. But you come out of market open, and this thing just sort of stagnates, and then it starts to get picked up here on volume after 940. And I'm watching this, and the big thing that I see here, and even mentioned on stream as well, this thing just starts going. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles break to the highs. We test off of VWAP here. And I was going to look to see if this could base off of VWAP, and that's where I wanted to take the entry, but it didn't base off of VWAP. It just keeps on going higher. And so you end up having, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles here. Where am I even entering on this? And so finally, I stay patient, I wait, and I get the entry that I'm looking for. And so this puts in place a nice hammer off the high, pulls back, and I'm looking for those pullbacks to hold off of VWAP. So what we had was actually perfect. We had here, price pulls back off this candle's low, right there in line with VWAP, right there in line with the moving average. Now, do I just enter straight on that pullback? Of course not. Waited for buyers to pick this up off the move. Once it started to confirm that curl, I took it here, risking off the bottom of this candle to ensure we had that follow through. And then I was able to capitalize here for a 20% move from 40 cents all the way to 48 cents a share. And again, as always, As it made a new high here and instantly rejected, it grabbed liquidity, signs of reversal, took my full profit here off of this high. Again, able to play it here from 40 cents all the way to 48 cents a share for a beautiful play. Now, I left it alone all through here off this pullback because we were underneath the pre-market high. And then I also left it alone all through here because we were underneath the 200 moving average. So it's just like risk to reward just really wasn't there for me. I was also in this market, I'll be honest, I just want to get some profit and get the heck out. And so here it's what I did. Got some profit, got the heck out of it. And then if I don't see any perfect opportunities, I'm not taking a reentry. And so just to protect my profits that way. So I didn't like it all through here because we had the 200 moving average sitting overhead. And just overall wasn't a great look. Now, apart from that, though, I did play a nice little base hit scalp off the highs here. We can see we put in place this range off the highs, which breaks here. And I wanted to take it here. I hesitated to take it here because we have this, well, hesitation candle, this doji form here that shows that indecision. So I don't take it there because what I wanted to see was a few more pullbacks get put in here, and then I was going to take it here once we actually put in place a bit of a bottom, which didn't happen. So, what I ended up doing instead, we watched this leg to the upside, test off the high of day. It pulls back, tied off the 90 MA, and I'm able to take it here, risking off the bottom of this candle. And I catch a nice little move here from 60 to 63 cents for a small win to in the morning, or I think it was 59 to 63, something like that. So, but all that said, very good morning. That sums it up. I only had 2 stocks that traded today. Only 2 things were obvious today. Only 2 things should have been traded. But again, slow does not mean red, and I will die on that hill. Slow does not mean red. You're just not trading the right stocks. So you have to be selective, got to be picky, and trade the right stocks. Trade the most obvious stocks out there. Be defensive, and as always, just be smart, safe, and responsible every single day. If you did learn something from this video, make sure to subscribe for daily content just like this. And of course, make sure to claim access to your 7-day free trial down in the description below, where you'll be able to watch me trade live every single day in real time and get alerts, education, chat room access, scanners, news, and so much more. That being said, I'll catch you there tomorrow to end the week off on an amazing note. Stay blessed, stay safe. I'll see you back tomorrow.